Here's the most detailed, comprehensive beginner's guide to the Beishan Gold Rush battle on the entire internet. Even if you're a complete newbie, you can make steady profits without any losses and easily get your share. Yesterday's tutorial has already helped a lot of folks, but what if you don't know anything at all? Can you still get the same results? Some of you are asking about weapon choices. You absolutely need a semi-auto sniper rifle with high accuracy, good suppressor, and a high magnification scope. You have to pick a large backpack. At the start, check your respawn point. If you get a good one, head straight for the safe. But what if you spawn in one of these corners? No worries, just find a hidden spot and lie low until the big gold airdrop appears. In this round, we're running without a helmet or armor, just using level 4 ammo. Remember, this strategy works across the board. Look, there's a tree here and a bush underneath it. Honestly, if you weren't actively looking, could you really spot someone here? Lie down, open your map, and gather intel. You can do other things while waiting, but if you hear gunshots, you need to collect information immediately. For example, while I'm lying here, I hear gunfire, so I instantly mark the source of the shots. This information's crucial. Let's keep going and see what's next. Alright, the big gold airdrop has landed. Let's check out where it is. In every match, you have to carry at least 2 big red syringes, one for getting around and one for making a quick escape. You'll notice that the only way to the big gold airdrop is right where those gunshots just came from. So after going around this mountain, make sure to have your gun ready and keep an eye out everywhere. In this mode, it's pretty easy to loot boxes when you're playing solo, but before you loot, always check what the other guy was up to. Take this guy for example. Look, he keeps aiming at the lower left corner, right? So what should you do in this kind of situation? After you take him out, make sure to check the direction he was watching before you loot his box. A lot of people ask, why do I always get ambushed when I'm looting? Think about it. You're in a gunfight with someone, right? Then suddenly he gets third-partied. Wouldn't you keep your sights on his loot box? So if you snag their kill right there and loot the box, they'll probably shoot at you. That's why you should scan the area he was watching to make sure it's clear before you throw a smoke and loot. Don't just go prone and start looting right away. If you just lie there, you're basically a sitting duck. Why carry a big backpack? Because it lets us change up our playstyle more flexibly. Secondly, it can speed up our looting. For example, if the enemy's backpack isn't that big, we can just take their whole bag and put it in ours, so we don't have to spend a lot of time searching through it. This is a thermal scope H4. Let's quickly organize our stuff and get out of here. Besides being a big map, Beishan has another feature. The word mountain is in its name, so there are a lot of mountains. You really have to watch your step at all times. See, I wasn't careful and ended up breaking my leg. So let's just find some nearby cover and do some surgery. While I'm patching myself up, I hear gunshots from a bot at the spot where we just took someone out. What does that mean? That means the person who was in a gunfight with the bot might be heading over here, so we use the thermal scope to check outside. But we don't see anyone. Let me break down for everyone how to play if you're not familiar with the respawn points. If we rush over at this point, there are already people camping the airdrop, so going straight in would just get us riddled with bullets. If you want to find a good spot, it might already be taken by someone else. What we need is to secure a good position and lower our chances of getting shot. Ideally, we can even pick off a few others along the way. Check out this direction. Not only is there a high ground, but it's also at the edge of the map. That means fewer people and a better spot. Even if someone is there, it's just a one-on-one showdown. Real men settle it face to face. A lot of people get really anxious, but it actually takes 3 minutes to unlock this airdrop. After you land, if someone is camping, you don't dare to unlock it. Even after you finish unlocking, there might still be people camping. So the actual time the airdrop gets opened just keeps getting delayed. In this situation, don't rush. Just take a little extra time to go around and find a good spot. But what if someone really does get to be airdropped first and manages to escape? Then there's definitely going to be stuff near the airdrop that he couldn't carry. This mode is solo, so why bring a backpack? Because we can always change up our playstyle. We can turn into a loot scavenger at any time. Look, there's a sound marker here and someone fired a shot, so that means there's definitely a real player around. Since they fired, they probably thought that sound marker was a bot, so we can slowly sneak up, and if we find a bot's loot box close to us, that's perfect. What does that prove? It proves the sound we just heard was from a bot and the real player is far away from us. Most likely, they didn't hear us running over at first, so we can quietly move up to a higher spot and ambush them from behind. You have to know, when a bot encounters a real player, it'll shoot. If he just took out a bot behind him, he'll probably assume there's no one else back there. Because if bots have already spawned, how could there still be a real player around? But hey, it's actually the opposite, bro. Unfortunately, even after slowly sneaking up to the high ground, I didn't see anyone. So I decided to change positions. Just then, a sound marker appeared, so we got ready in advance. Some people might ask, why did you jump? And even though you made a sound, he still didn't notice you? It's simple, because my rank is low, so the people I get matched with aren't that skilled. Think about it. If your enemy's skills dropped 100-fold, wouldn't you be able to win easily? Is that even possible? If you don't believe me, let me show you how forgiving it is. I'll just fire a shot right here and see what happens. Normally, if someone hears gunshots behind them, they definitely be on alert. But bro, the people I get matched with aren't like that. They'll just walk over with a knife to check out what's going on. Like, is there a bot here? Let me take a look. They'll just charge straight in, so I'll just switch positions and attack from above. Since this mode is solo queue, there's usually only one person in each area. Once you take that person out, the area is pretty much clear, and you can just take it over. So let's switch to the AX and go check out the airdrop up ahead. When I got there, I saw the airdrop box hadn't been opened yet, and this guy was still camping there. Most likely, it hasn't been unlocked yet. But remember, don't be the one who sticks their neck out first. If you're sure the airdrop hasn't been touched, just keep waiting there. It's all about who has more patience. Let's use the thermal scope to scan the area first. If we don't see anyone nearby, then we'll switch to a high magnification scope to check farther out.